Hi everyone, Harper here from Accelare. Welcome to our purpose-driven customer experience vlog. Throughout this series, we're going to talk about how digital transformation and customer experience have become more important than ever. Companies embracing this change are thriving, but companies resisting are missing out on game-changing opportunities. We hope that this series will help you understand fundamental CX concepts that can be applied to your business. Be sure to like and subscribe to get updated on our latest releases. Let's get started, Mark. Joining me today is Mark Withington, Principal Consultant and CX Leader at Accelare. Following our first vlog in this series, today Mark is going to show a practical example of the application of behavioral economics, a fundamental part of purpose-driven customer experience.
Thanks, Harper. Hi, everyone. As Harper mentioned, in this installment of the PDCX vlog, we'll provide an explicit example of how the behavioral economics theory we described in our earlier video can be applied in the real world. If you haven't seen that video, not to worry, we'll provide a brief primer here. There are two distinct parts of our brain that we use to process new information: the fast-thinking reflexive system and the slower analytical thinking reflective system. By and large, the fast reflexive brain handles the majority of our thinking when presented with new information, relying on a set of cognitive biases or rules of thumb and general behaviors we've developed during the first 20 years of our lives. However, as we noted in part one of this series, most organizations ignore the reflexive system when designing the customer journey, opting instead to try to talk directly to the reflective system, ignoring the sentry or protective role that the reflexive brain serves. And as such, they fail to gain traction with the customer. In purpose-driven customer experience, we specifically design the customer journey around the cognitive biases to create inconsistencies or cognitive dissonance, which in turn nudges the individual toward a better outcome. For instance, we might use the narrative fallacy, framing, and anchoring biases within the customer journey to address the customer's status quo, herd mentality, and loss aversion bias to produce that cognitive dissonance and nudge the customer to our desired outcome. Let's see how this might manifest itself for a health insurance company that's trying to influence employees during open enrollment.
Hi, I'm Hadley, your enrollment specialist. I know healthcare isn't the most exciting thing to talk about, and you're probably expecting some long, confusing lecture about deductibles, premiums, or coinsurance, but I don't want to do that to you today. My job is to help you understand what the Select Plan offers in easy-to-understand language, how it benefits you in your daily life, and how to enroll quickly and easily. If you'd like to hear more about the Select Plan, please click right here and I'll introduce you to James, the Select Health Navigator, your single point of contact to help you once you become a Select member.
So there's a lot going on here. Let me see if I can unpack just a few elements. First, we chose to use video for this piece to facilitate the narrative fallacy bias. And we used a teleprompter and a professional actress because we wanted to ensure Hadley was looking into the eyes of the prospective customer to begin to develop a relationship with that individual. And finally, although not directly illustrated here, we're using the framing bias to introduce features in a specific order, along with a series of nudges to move them toward our mutually desired outcome. So in summary, PDCX leverages the concepts of choice architecture, cognitive bias, and XC decision-making to choreograph a series of nudges along the customer journey. In our next edition of the PDCX vlog, we'll focus on the service design thinking component of PDCX to explore the tools used to document and design that journey.
Thank you for joining us today. And Mark, thank you for your time. There's a lot more to come, and we've only just scratched the surface. In the next episode, Mark will dive into service design. So give us a like, or share if you found today's video helpful, and stay tuned for our next release. And if you would like to see how your organization could benefit from purpose-driven customer experience, click the link in the description below, where you can assess your customer experience maturity level in 5 minutes. Our team will then send you a customized report with CX insights based on your needs. See you next time.